Welcome, fellow crows, to another episode in the Gilded Crows Beginner Walkthrough video series. These are short videos explaining one topic each in depth for new players or even veteran players who may have missed something or want to increase their knowledge of the game. My name is Hoover070, I'm the guild leader of the Gilded Crows, and thank you for joining me today. We're covering the differences in races and show you their strengths so you can make an informed decision when creating your character. The race that we're going to be covering today is Elken. I'll show you what each class Elken can use along with their racial stats for that character. As far as lore goes, the Crowfall team has been gracious enough to give us these details. Here is a short story from the Elken race. I think we have them. The smell of blood is close and fresh. There, a handprint on the tree. Without sound, I motion quietly in the air above me, 2 fingers in a half moon. My men adjust their positions. I know without looking. He's crafty, this one. Nobleman, perhaps? Certainly not used to running for his life through dark streets and tight alleys. How quickly he fled the paved streets to seek refuge in the wood. So arrogant. We will find him, trees or no. The watch is skilled. City, mountain, or forest, we will find you. This one won't live to see the dawn. If my men lose sleep, he'll regret it. They will make it hurt. He moves fast and quiet. Wasn't he wearing armor? Scale mail? Could be enchanted. Perhaps this is not his first hunt. My men circle around, 2 left, 3 right. So this is where he has chosen to die. A strong trunk, old and knotted. He picked a good one. His blood pools around the base. 3 fingers up, my hand turns over. This kill is mine. I approach the tree, horn-hilted blade clenched tightly in my hand. I step around and find a hair pinned to the tree waist high, bleeding down the length of the trunk to the ground below. Oh, you clever bastard. It is said that the first of the Elken was Dorian, the greatest mortal hunter who ever lived. Born of man, he was the master of bow and blade, and the thrill of the kill burned deep within him. Hunting for survival is part of life, but hunting for sport is a grave sin against the gods. Dorian, then, was the greatest of sinners, for with each passing year he ranged further afield in search of more exotic and dangerous prey. One day he wandered too deep into Gaia's woods, and Gaia cursed him for her displeasure, transforming him from a man into a beast that other men would find irresistible to kill. Yet Dorian, the greatest hunter, proved to be elusive prey. For 100 years, hunters came and hunters perished in that wood. No man proved to be his better. Eventually, Gaia's heart softened, and where once there was anger, pride blossomed. Dorian was not a rival. He was her greatest creation. She named him son and gave him the gift of divinity. She offered him a seat at the table of the gods and had Cain fashion for him a winged chariot so that he could hunt the beasts of the sky. Thus are born the Elken. Gaia's curse still hangs over the deepest of forests. Any hunter who ranges too far deep risks losing himself, and is reborn with hooves and horns. Silent and brooding, the Elken speak mostly through gestures. They apparently keep no memory of the men they once were, but retain their intellect and, of course, their love of the hunt. The Elken is personally my favorite character to play due to the fact that they are fast but strong as well and have a high dexterity. You get a great attack power without the slow running of a half giant. You get an instant plus 60 in constitution and plus 30 in strength, which is great, especially if you want to be an archer. This guy can be a very dangerous archer, having an extra equipment slot for a quiver. They have the max constitution cap and extremely high dexterity cap. Trailmaster makes it to where you can be increased running speed, which is critical when you're on the map going from point A to point B. And if you're a leatherworker, there isn't a better race than the Elken, since they get a plus 10 in leatherworking as a racial trait. That is leatherworking crafting and leatherworking experimentation, okay? But their real impressive trait comes with their headbutt technique. This knocks the target down, which allows the player and other players to use their ultimates or to attack the enemy on the ground. Another skill that the Elken starts with is a direct skill against the Fae and Ginsian races, which allows them to see stealth players for a limited amount of time. This is invaluable in a group setting, especially with PvP. If this player is used correctly, it can be a very deadly race for PvP control. Well, I hope this video was informative and helped you make your decision. If you'd like to see more, please press that subscribe button and let me know down in the comments which class you chose for your Elken. Don't forget to click that notification bell to be notified when I upload new content. Also, if you guys are looking for a laid-back but dedicated guild, head over to the description below. Click on that link and search for the Gilded Crows. We're always looking for new people to grow our community with. Alright, Crows, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you in game.